So you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the day that I've been waiting for a couple months now since I ordered my parts. Let's get into it, all right? So first, I have the turbo. This is a, well, if I can get it open. I did open it a little bit. It's kind of an unboxing, kind of not. This is an S475. And it's gonna be over my stock. All right, so boom, right there, perfect, all right? Next, the little thing. So next, we have this right here. This is my grid here delete. I know I have not done one yet, which sucks, but you know what? That's what this is for. This is off of the Amazon. It's by ICT Designs or something like that. It's pretty cool though. Wasn't too out of a price, so I got that. All right, so with this turbo kit, this is a pusher intake compound turbo kit. So, bring it back around. All right, so right here, has the 5-inch intake. So it's this one's gloss blue. So it's pretty nice. Okay. And obviously the rest of the stuff that comes with it, you know, part of the intermediate pipe and stuff like that, has the other charge pipe and everything that goes to it. This is the rest of the stuff which I have not unboxed yet. But I have my knife. All right, so that's my daughter in the background. She's crazy. Got my knife. So let's do this. All right. So if I can do it with one hand. Perfect. Right there. Put that down. I don't even know what this is actually. I have not unboxed this one. Oh, it's my intake right there. Boom. And a filter. I'm not gonna bring it out. That's kind of dumb to bring it out. So next, right here, of course, this is the big boy. This right here, well, no, that's the other big boy, I guess, is the Fast 4G. Fast Air. Oh, sorry, not Fast. My bad. AirDog 2 4G fuel lift pump. All right, cool. This thing is gonna be insane. So because of everything, obviously, I'm not gonna be using the draw straw. I have something else for that instead. Right here, beans. Shout out to Beans first of all, because it is so legit. It comes with everything. Comes with fittings. Comes with the freaking hole saw with the drill and everything like that. The sump with the send and return on it. Okay. Next, this is my other bag of, or not bag, box of parts, right? So has this right here. The pipe has the mount. Has all this stuff right here. And we're gonna get into the install. All right. So one more thing that we have is very important, then we'll get into the install, is my fuel filter delete. All right, so this is the XDP one. I went with this one. To me, I love XDP. Actually, all the stuff is from xdp.com. They are the best. I've never had any issues with them. Great customer service. They always did help. And you can text them too instead of an email and wait for a reply back. So go and check them out, xdp.com. I'll put a link down in the description to all this stuff. All right, so let's grab these tool bags. I don't have a toolbox yet. I really need to invest in one. Sorry, a little bit loud. What we are gonna look at here is this. So I am out here, I'm doing this install. First thing I do is take off your factory intake or your cold air intake, whatever you have on there. This is what it should look like right now. Just the turbo on there. Next, because there's no videos out there about the install of this, it's ridiculous online how they have it. So so next what we got to do is this. So this right here, this factory, well, this is the intake, what do they call it here, intake riser, the coolant riser, my bad. So right here, remove the cold air intake system, coolant riser, drain engine coolant, removing the alternator can provide easier access to the coolant riser. So the reasoning, I actually asked pusher intakes, the reasoning behind this, the draining the coolant or whatever. I'm not gonna drain the coolant. I'm just gonna let it come out and then I'll pressure wash my driveway afterwards. But the reason why you have to do that is because you have to make room for this freaking big boy right here. That's what not a small turbocharger by any means. Not the biggest, but not the smallest. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to undo that coolant riser, and I'm gonna try to do it best I can with one hand, but I only got one hand because the other one is on this little mount for my phone. So what I'm gonna do is take off that coolant riser, and then I'll get back to you guys. That way it's easier, actually, instead of holding one hand, having to jiggle around. I'll let you know. I'll see how it is afterwards, and I'll show you guys. So as I thought, this would happen. So it's pretty much draining on its own. So now it's on my driveway. I'll put some stuff down. We'll get it cleaned up. I'm not just gonna let it sit there, obviously. So the coolant riser is almost off. It was pretty easy, actually. So here, this one right here will not really move that much. Won't, I mean, sorry, not move, but put out that much. This is from up there, that fitting right there. So if your truck is deleted, you'll have this kind of thing right here. And then at the riser itself right here, that's pretty much where it is pretty much just pissing out every single bit of fluid that it's got. But it's okay though, it's not a big deal, because we are going to refill it. I got gallons of coolant here. Y'all are gonna give me crap about this or whatever, but I've ran this. I know people have ran it, no issues. The 50/50 pre-diluted. I'm going to be doing a coolant flush here soon-ish. I just didn't really want to do it right now. I guess I could have done it, but I have this other stuff to install. As you can see, you know, all this stuff to install. And yeah, so I mean, I got my pressure washer here and clean off the driveway. It's the Sun Joe. Go check them out. They're really good. The only thing I don't like is I don't like the actual foam can itself. It's nice, it works, but you have to unscrew the wand and then screw that on there, and then unscrew that and then screw the wand back on there. It's kind of a pain. So I got a quick disconnect one coming, and I got some more soap coming too, some chemical guys stuff. It's pretty good, really good actually. Let's see what else. Yeah, so that's almost done draining actually. That really didn't take that long. So it's kind of under pressure, so I figured it wouldn't take too long. But hopefully this microphone is doing good also. So I know this subject's a lot, but I'm just trying to wait for this to be done. So let's get back into it. All right, actually, first, before I do that, let me explain to you kind of what I did. So first, what you do is take off your cold air intake, which is mine sent right here, right? Then you start with this coolant riser kit, or the coolant riser, not riser kit. And then after that, you're going to do, let's see, use my tools. All right, so in the directions, all right, in the directions, it says to do that, right? So then you cut it, which I got some right here to cut it. Tube cutter, the mini tubing cutter, should be big enough for it. It's good up to, let's see, 7/8 thin wall tubing. Yeah, it should be good enough. If not, I'll go to the store. They're open. So essentially what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut it, and you make room for that big boy right there, that old Borgie Warney boy, right? So the big spoolie boy. Anyway, so yeah, you do that. Drain coolant, I didn't do that. It did on its own, I guess, right? So next, and so I'm doing this because I've tried to look up installs, and there's no install videos on this. And I haven't really seen many 3rd gens, 6.7s, obviously, so 3rd gen 6.7s with a compound kit installed. So I want to make this that way anybody who has the 3rd gen 6.7, as I do, then they can do this as well. So if you guys have any questions about it, you guys can put it in the comments, or you know, whatever, hit my Instagram, and I'll put that link down in the description as well, obviously. So all right, so this is the actual compound turbo system, pusher compound turbo system installation instructions, 07.509. So that comes with the decals, obviously, and then my beer koozie, which actually I can use. So anyways, so yeah, it says right here about the tunes. I do have my tunes already. So the tuning company for my EFI Live, they sent me a updated tune for free. So that was pretty cool. I'm sweating out here. It's kind of warm out here in Georgia. So, all right. So anyways, so we did this. We did that already, right? So then once we get this off of here, we're going to cut the coolant riser tube at the top of the straight section just before it starts to bend. So that's, well, essentially is at the bottom, actually, not the top, because this is the top right here. So this right here will be like towards the bottom of the engine. So anyways, so we'll get this right here. Once we do that, let me get that out of there first, and then I'll get back to you guys, all right? So I don't have that riser out yet. I'm almost there. I just got to kind of pry that little tube off there. But I want to show you a couple things. So this is what we got here, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the oil feed line for the big spoolie boy. It did come with one of these actually. It's pretty sweet. I like that. So that, all the extra tubing that you need, clamps, the step up. So this is for the 4-inch to the 5-inch for the exhaust, right? And then you have all this stuff. You have the snake skin, clamps, of course, the boots, the step down boot for my stock turbo, and the one for the 475. These V-band clamps. Now, one of the V-band clamps, it says in the instructions, we'll go over that later anyways, but one of the V-band clamps that you use, you reuse it from your factory the iron downpipe on there. So that will allow you to actually get that pipe, I believe it's the intermediate pipe, or no, it's the downpipe from the turbo, from the 475 to the stock, the 351. So it'll go from that down to, yeah, the stock turbo. Anyways, so because all these clamps, super high grade clamps. I like this. This stuff is a lot better. So this we didn't go over earlier. So this is the mount. This thing is a freaking monster. So use that. That's the downpipe, exhaust already wrapped as well. All right, guys. So this is the next day. Yesterday I had kind of go to a standstill because I did not know how to actually route this, or how this was routed essentially. So I'll show you right here because there's nothing online that shows this at all. So, all right, so right here, down here, obviously it's full of coolant still, but right there, this is part of this goes to the heater line. Okay, so there's one bolt under here, it's right back there on the bracket. And then there's another bolt underneath the turbo, kind of. So, all right. So now the truck passed, I can actually talk. So there's one bolt underneath, kind of underneath the turbo, and that goes back to this pipe right here. Okay, so this pipe right originally has this braided line. I'll show you if I can find it. Oh, yeah, right here. So as we're here, goes from the heater core, boom, down to the turbo, and this right here down here goes to the turbo. We can replace that with that fitting. It's all in the factory turbo right here. I put on there, and that will go from this braided line that's provided to you right here. It'll go this end to the what would be the standpipe originally to this end right here, and then this 90-degree bend will go onto the turbo itself. All right, so I have this red gasket maker RTV that I've been using to seal everything off so I don't get any leaks or any of that stuff. Okay, so this is nothing at all. So this right here is loose now. You can see under there, goes all the way up to here. Now the only issue is I gotta get back there, loosen up. You can see the clamp. There's a clamp on that hose back there. So it's gonna be fun, and I'm going to try and get it done today. Well, I will get it done today because I want to be able to drive my truck, and then I'm going to be working on this beast right here afterwards. That should be hopefully easier than this, but I always think it's gonna go easier, and it never does. But it's whatever. We'll get it done. When I called Pusher, they said that there is a heat exchange box, which I don't know where it is. Let me switch around this real quick. So I don't know where it is. If there is one, cool. I don't know. I can't see it underneath my driver's side wheel well, but I'm sure there is one. I just don't know where it is on there, and I don't even know if I have one on there. So all the heat exchanger does is they told me that tube that I showed you that has the hole in it right now because it goes to the heater core with the braided line. So that originally goes, I guess it goes on most trucks, not this one I guess, wraps around the back of the block around to this little box that has the fins on it. I think I know what he's talking about. I just don't have it in my truck, so I can't show you it. but this was go kind of above the starter, back of the engine, and I don't see it there. So that's okay though, because we got it all figured out. I just gotta get that clamp off so I can pull it off there, route that freaking hose. Actually, I'll show you the hose real quick, and I'm gonna start getting back on this. So right here, this hose, this goes from down here. Oops. This goes down there, which I can't really show you, but it goes down there. The location that the thing really zoomed into right there. And this right here goes away, and it goes all the way boom right there, and you have the bracket, it goes right there. Yes, I did not take out that riser, because I don't have a big enough socket for it. I have to have like a 25 or 26 millimeter. It's a 1/8 inch. And I don't have one. I only have 1/4. It's too big. All right, guys. So I know I'm doing this a bunch of different times, but I'm at a little bit of a break, and I'm gonna still finish it up in a little bit. I gotta get these hose clamps though, or hose clamp pliers. But I did get that pipe off there. So this right here, this is the pipe that was a pain to get off. So there's actually 3 points of bolts too. So that one, and then shoot. Well, there was 3 points, but yeah. So there's 3 points at bolts too. Oh, there's another one. That's right here. Oh shoot, whatever. I don't know. It's somewhere. It's somewhere here. But yeah. So I got that off of there finally. Got to go to AutoZone. Quick run on AutoZone real quick to get the hose clamp pliers, and I'll put a link down in the description to those if they do work. If they don't work, then whatever, I'll just return them or whatever. But they look like they should work. Essentially, it has like a cable coming off of it. It has those little grabby hand thingies, that little clamp hands, and the other hand has like the actual thing for it, so that way you can, like a handle, but it has like a section, like a longer section, so you don't have to like get in there. You can just put that on there, clamp it down, take it off there, and it should, hopefully, in theory, that should work better than what I have right now, which is, a Gerber one or these freaking big ass freaking vice grips. So, but we will get that done. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys, so kind of what these do, if you can really see it, is they clamp onto there, and that's how you move it, and then you press this down, boom, it opens up. All right, so let's go see if I can get this on here. Makes it kind of nice, so you don't have to freaking worry about it as much. This is a pain in the butt. It's at a really weird angle, so can't just get that on there. Let's see. I won't take it up all the way, but it's not reaching back there with that. That's stupid. The firewall does not want to come off. Alright guys, so welcome back again, obviously. So this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm kind of mad because it's really stupid. I could have been done yesterday if they would have freaking said this in the directions of pusher intakes, but instead they don't say that. And I know they have not made a video, that's what they said earlier, whatever, but it's ridiculous. They don't say anything in directions about how this thing comes off or how hard it is to come off on there. It's ridiculous, like it's stupid. So I finally got that stupid clamp off there. You see the clamp on that hose that turns down right there. And this is the dumbest, like, I don't know who, I know Cummins obviously designed this, but it is the stupidest thing ever made, ever. It's dumb, but calm down for a second. All right, so I'm gonna try to get this stupid hose off here, if I can get it off there without destroying everything else in there, because I had to like lean over this, get that in there. I had to get a freaking pair of needle nose pliers, and I finally got it to where the clamp wasn't facing upwards towards the other clamp. Now I can finally get that off there. So let's get it off there and get this thing moving finally. All right guys, so I got that off there finally. After like a freaking day, the stupid thing finally came off. I had to like, you have to go back there literally with a pair of pliers with these clamps right here, which I have onto this hose right now. This is going to go back down to there finally, and you have to pretty much go in there. I had to use a cut, or not cutter, but a my Gerber with the freaking knife on it. It's actually my buddy's Gerber, so I couldn't find mine, but with the knife I literally went under there and like sawed the freaking thing off there. So it finally came off. Now I can finally get on with this stupid thing. It's like just ridiculous how they don't tell you any of this at all. So hopefully pusher intakes, hopefully this is a video that you can take maybe and help out some of the customers if they have this kit, because it is ridiculous. Unless you have the thing out of the truck, it's really almost like, it's not impossible obviously because I did it in my freaking garage, right? But it is just ridiculously placed. Nothing at all of that is told to you in the instructions, how hard that is to get off of there or what to use. So hopefully this video will help some of you guys. You guys can put down a comment down in below, you know, like this video if you like it. I'm kind of getting a little bit flustered on this. I'm trying to calm down a little bit. So, but yeah, so right now what we're gonna do, where we're at is this. All right, so we are, let me turn this microphone around so I can talk to you guys. It's a little bit weird probably. All right, so, because before I can really hear myself, I was listening to the video. So, all right, so this right here, I have this hooked up. This right here, this line, I have a little bit of RTV. I'll wipe that off. But this is a gasket maker. I use, where's that at? Right here, red RTV high temp gasket maker. This is good until like over, I think it's over 1,000 degrees or something. But either way. So this is the one that comes with the kit right here. So, or this line. So this line right here is a 90-degree bend, and it goes over. Boom. This right here connects to right back there. Okay. So instead of having to hold the camera like that, I'm gonna show you. So this right here, this goes to that heater core line. That's what I just was showing you. So this goes back here, and then there's a bracket. One second. This bracket right here, essentially goes onto the side of the block. If you have it deleted, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but essentially goes right there. And if this gets bolted on there, obviously it's pretty thick, right? So yeah, it's pretty thick. I mean, this thing is going to hold, you know, the whole thing. So anyways, so this right here goes on the side of the block, gets bolted on there, and then the hose clamps, comes with these right here, these hose clamps. So then these will get bolted to, I can't remember exactly what side, one of these sides. I think it's like this right here or something. It goes like this. I believe it gets routed like that. And then the hose passes through this, and then boom, you're good to go. You're in business, right? So yeah, so we'll get this done. Get these hose clamps on there. I gotta get this thing tightened down. I can't remember what size this is, but I'll get it tightened down. All right, guys, so let me put you on wide. Oops, not that one. There you go. Okay, so I got that in there. I'll show you guys in just 1 second though. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good. So I'm gonna take this, essentially this pliers just like this. Go on here. I'm not doing a whole tutorial on how to use them. I will put a link in the description though if you guys do want to get these. That was the hose. Pretty much this is what I had to do with it. I had to cut this end off, this end right here. That was on, it went like this, pretty much onto the heater core, and garbage now. So anyways, so what I'm gonna do is take this, put this onto this hose, actually like this. Oops, it'll go on there. It was just on there. I have a couple cuts on my hands too because of, you know, this thing, but it's all good. So, how you doing? People running around during this corona. Gotta be outside, right? Okay, so this hose is kind of long, but I think it should be okay. I think they did that for a reason, probably, maybe, I'm not sure. But do this. Take off my hat. All right. Make sure this thing is far enough back. Which it is not. But if I twist a little bit. Do this real quick so you guys can see a little better. Okay. I love this phone now. I got it at the PX here online, and it is pretty sweet. I'll show you guys it after this. So hopefully that is good enough. Should be. I think it's good enough. If not, we'll see. All right, so take you guys off here. Okay, so I'll show you guys what I did a little bit. This hose is kind of long, so hopefully these hose brackets, these are all weird, sorry. So hopefully you guys can kind of get the gist of what I did. I didn't cut this hose. I didn't want to like cut it and then have to use most of it. Hopefully it's not too bright. So let's see. All right, cool. So what I did is took this, right? So this right here, there's my factory turbo, right? So this is the factory, or not factory, sorry, the line. I'm zooming that in. Okay, focuses. This right here is the line that comes with it. All right, and then come back here, goes to there. That is the coolant line, supply line, I believe it is. So this is the pipe that I cut off. I showed y'all yesterday, right? So that is this one. So essentially, that would be up in the engine like this. So if you're facing it, it'd be like this. Boom, I cut it off the bottom. You can see the silver cut off, right? So that is what I cut off of there. And then I plugged that because I did not have a big enough I don't have a big enough socket for it. And then, yeah, so that's pretty much the only thing I got installed so far, because this thing's being a freaking pain. But it's all good. We're getting there. Let's continue. All right. All right, guys. So here we're looking at the directions again. All right. So this right here, we did this. So we can get all messed up. So we did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 5. We saw coolant riser and alternator removed. I didn't do the alternator thing. Didn't think it was necessary, and I also had to replace the alternator before. I'm not doing that crap again. So, did the coolant supply line. Did not take out this right here. This is the coolant riser. I did not take that out because I could not get a socket big enough for it right now. So, and Amazon does not carry them. So, go to this. All right, so this is the line right here. Boom, it goes back to the heater. Can't really see it because of this wire loom right here. This right here. This is what I'm gonna do next. I'll do that in a minute. Actually, I'll do it right now. And then this is the transmission dipstick. Oh shit, my bad. Boom, goes right there. And then here's all the words. So this, I did it already because I was kind of bored. It's kind of standstill. So we got that on there. Mine's a black one with black fittings, but this one's silver blue, no big deal. Then I gotta do that. Gnats out here. So do that one. And then I gotta do the freeze plug, which I'm pretty sure I found it. I just have to punch out that, put this fitting in here, which is, I'll show you. So it is this fitting right here. All right. A little side note, guys, if you guys are looking for them, I will not ship them. You have to be in like the Georgia area or whatever if you want to come pick them up. But I have these. These are the old wheel I had on there. The tread is, I mean, these are pretty much brand new almost. And obviously the spare, which is not in the best condition, but whatever. Spare tire, or wheel. And then that is the spare tire. So my American flag not for sale, that's mine. But there's 4 of them. I have one in my truck bed as well. So those are 20 by 10s, and then they are 37, 13 and a half 20s. They are KMC XDs. I have all 4 center caps. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I did spray paint them because they're kind of like scratched a little bit, but yeah, you know, if you want to buy them or whatever, you know, comment down in the description if you're interested in them. I personally don't like them, not my style of wheels. I like these deep dish ones, my Archons. I love them, and if you've not been here before, I will show you them. So, a little bit dirty right now because of, you know, everything. But yeah, these are mine right now. Archon right there. These are the Archon Alexander 24 by 12, negative 81 offset. Federal, oh shoot, not Federal. Maybe they're Federal tire. Yeah, Federal tires. These ones that I'm selling, they are Conforcer CF 3000s, genuine 37 13.50 R20 LTs. So yeah, if you're interested, go ahead and put a link, or not a link, put a comment down there, and let me know if you're interested. All right. I'll get you contact info and whatnot, and we'll get going. All right. All right. Anyways, so let's go back to this install. So next, I'm going to be doing, not the freeze plug. Dang, I can't get a hold of this dang paper. So I'll be taking this cast iron freaking turbine elbow off of there, off the downpipe, and off of the turbine housing. So let's freaking get it, guys. Let's go. Okay, so we got that off of there, right? Next, we have, I just took off the downpipe. It was easier to do it. Downpipe's not that hard. It's just a V-band clamp on the front side and on the back side to the exhaust. So obviously that sits right there. Well, it used to, now it doesn't. You save this V-band clamp though, and off there. So you save this one, And if it's the same size as the other one, I'll probably just keep that one instead, because this one's kind of a crappiness. But so yeah, so you have that on there, and then next we pop out the freeze plug, get that done, and then freeze plug, start mounting up the bracket for the turbo, hang the turbo up, do that, do the oil drain fitting, exhaust, all that stuff like that, and we get to go. Hopefully this will not go too much longer. And I'm going to do my air dog today too, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so welcome back again. So yes, this is the same day. Let me clean up the lens. Okay, yeah, so the same day. Stupid thing on the lens. We're back. Anyway, so got the light, got the bracket in there, and I got that, you know, iron down pipe, or the turbine housing pipe off, elbow, and yeah, I got this all set up in here. I put a little bit of coolant in there, not all the way yet, but I will in time, don't worry. So right now what we're doing is we're going to go over this right here. So did this, yeah, so did that, obviously. So I've not done this yet. My exhaust is weird, or different, not weird, but different. And I don't have a pipe sticking like that, because my exhaust comes from the downpipe. Oops. Yeah, now back. Okay, cool. My exhaust has the downpipe from the elbow down, all the way past the back, out back towards the or past the cross member. So I don't know if I just cut it right there, so I'm gonna just wait a minute. I'll measure it and just cut 2 inches, no big deal. So I got that in there, I got these in there. It did not say, there's 3 of different freaking M12 bolts, so I'm just gonna go with the one I put in there. I hope that's it. It doesn't specify, so that's great. So I gotta hook up the oil feed line, boom, down to this bad boy right there, the old drainy boy, and then yeah, let's get that on there. Okay guys, so we got this going. It's actually almost done, believe it or not, I know, but it's almost done. So if you look at this, got the turbo set up, got these studs in there, got the other side in there. This, look at that pipe, how freaking good those welds are. That's kind of dirty right now. I'm looking for the clamp for that end where it mounts to the stock turbo, but I got all this in here. Put a gasket on there, got this, and I got pretty much all that stuff put together. So let's get this done. Okay, so I got the freaking turbo on the mounting bracket finally, and it looks insane. Like, you guys ready? So there you go. Holy crap. Went in. So I just took out the battery for a minute. Oops, right there, yeah, my bad. To kind of get the turbo in there without having to worry about the battery right there. So I wasn't able to move my AC lines over really at all, because I don't know how they're supposed to bend out of the way, and I'll have to replace my entire AC system. But they are about a finger width away from it. Oh, they were, at least. Once I actually get them, yeah, well, but yeah, once I actually get that on there, I'm gonna work on the exhaust portion right now, and then hopefully we'll freaking finish this up soon. This is ridiculous. Like, these directions, like, I get it, they haven't had time, but like, I mean, it's kind of crazy. I still love this kit though, and they still provided everything. I did message them on Instagram. They did get back to me. The one thing, I'm kind of like out of it, tired. Been up since about, I mean, freaking 6 a.m. I called them at 8 trying to figure out about this pipe, and I explained a little bit earlier. And is it, you know, they didn't know. I mean, it's probably different. Maybe a couple trucks are different than the others, but my truck at least does not have the heat exchanger on that side of the engine. If it does, I don't see it. Maybe it's different. You guys tell me in the comments. Maybe, I don't know, maybe different. But I'm trying to make this video as best as I can. It's not been like a 100% walkthrough, but you guys will be out here for 2 days. It's kind of a boring video. So I'm trying to make this video not like 35 minutes or 45 minutes long, but you know, 25-ish minutes. So hopefully we'll hit that, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little more, I don't know. But either way, we're still trying to bring you all great content, and also trying to make it to where if you guys do want to do this to your truck, you will know the speed bumps I've gone through. Cause I've seen this, that nobody has this at all. Like nobody has this kit, but nobody has this install, like this kind of video. So hopefully you guys will like this, and you know, we can get to it. If you guys have any questions about what happened, since everything may not be in the video, maybe, yeah, not really everything's in the video, but some of the stuff, like obviously I put the bracket in there already, I did all that stuff. You know, they tell you that's a M12 bolt. They gave me 3 of these, and they gave me 2 of the hex head ones that they give you, and I use one of these as one of the mounting bolts because I don't know where else these go. That doesn't say anything about these bolts. I know that this bolt right here, obviously self-explanatory, is for the alternator to hold the intake up. Sorry, I'm kind of like bringing it up now, but this one is actually to hold the intake. So pretty sure these are the ones for the studs on the turbo. I gotta throw these on there real quick, and they tighten out one side, and then so I can get they said to leave it loose. So hopefully I gotta leave it a little bit loose, so that way but I want it to be on there, you know, so I can put this on there, and we can get this done. Let's see, let me bring in, there you go. So I put this on there. It's already heat wrapped. Don't even have to worry about finagling with all that crap. And then we'll get to this. This is for later. With that, we probably won't be getting to that today. I'll probably be doing that tomorrow, I would say. Tomorrow, as long as this doesn't go until tomorrow. But I had a shop quote me, and I'm not paying freaking. They said $1,500 to $2,000. I'm like, I'm not paying that much money. That's stupid. You can do this all in your driveway. Maybe kind of a pain, but you know, that's what they do all the time. So I don't know why it's so much for them to do it, but you know, that's just how it is. Whatever, you know, get over it. I don't really care. I'm doing my own work, so who cares? Obviously I care because I'm saying about it. But what we'll do is we'll get back to this. Yeah, we'll get back to this, and I gotta do the exhaust portion though real quick. I gotta cut that. I gotta make sure where I need to cut first. Obviously, cut, you know, measure twice, cut once, right? So you can only cut once. It's gonna be shorter. So hopefully this will be fairly quick, and yeah, we can get this kind of on the road. Oh yeah, actually on the road. I'll take it for a test drive hopefully later. If not, I'll take a test drive tomorrow morning, and then we'll start on the air dog right after that. So yeah, let's get back to it. All right. All right, guys. So welcome to another day in the garage. And yes, I know it's yesterday I would get this done, but this is just crazy. Tried to get the turbo lined up last night, and it was being a freaking pain. So we're gonna do this today, and I will finish this today or tonight, whatever it is. But I will finish it this day right here, April, whatever day it is, 18th or whatever day today is. Okay. So let's go open this up. It's kind of windy outside, so hopefully you guys, this thing decreases that crap. So yes, I do have this mounted in here right now. Clamp the camera so you can see. Boom. Okay. So I do have this mounted in here right now. You can see it's already starting to brown up a little bit on there. But this is titanium powder coated. It looks ridiculously awesome. And then I do have the battery out still. Everything is pretty much hooked up except for I gotta hook up this line. This AC line though. So this AC line is weird because they said to move out of the way. I cannot get that thing to move out of the way. That thing is a freaking, like, just a monster. So I'm gonna try to get some, I don't know if I can get some kind of spacer, some high heat spacer or something like that. I don't know if there's anything that's gonna even be remotely able to remotely freaking go against that without melting. That's pretty hot. It's on a freaking turbo inside of the turbo. So let's get into it today. I'm gonna go get some freaking coffee. We'll come back out here and get this done today. All right. Okay, so this is kind of crazy, but I don't have anybody else out here with me, so I have to get this freaking turbo bolted up onto this mounting bracket, right? So I don't have anybody to hold it up, so I improvised, right? So I just freaking bolted it up there, hook that to the back. It's just sitting on there. There's nothing gonna hurt it at all. Make sure it's not gonna hurt my freaking spoolie boy. But it holds it, right? So this is a kind of a pain though. I'll show you guys a little bit. So I don't know if you can see in there. Right there. See that silver bolt right there on the other side of this freaking shock tower? That's, you have to put one of those or two of those. So one on this side and one on that side. That's kind of a pain, but we're gonna get it done, and yeah, we'll get it done. Don't worry. All right, guys. So let me show you this right here. I already cut the exhaust. So right here it says about like 2 inches. I did like 3 just to save a little bit. So there's the exhaust right there that I cut. It's not the best angle in the world, but whatever. All right, so this right here, I don't have it bolted up yet, but it looks like it's gonna be pretty easy. I'm gonna have to probably cut my wheel well since I don't have a heat gun to actually like bend it out like they were talking about on here. But that's not a big deal to me. I can cut the wheel well. You can always buy wheel wells. But while I was down here, I did spray a little bit. I gotta still hook up this pipe right here to my exhaust, or to my, not my exhaust, my turbo, and pretty much just clean everything up, get everything else hooked up. That's all I really have to do is that, and then the down pipe. Once I do the down pipe, we can start this beast up. Oh, I gotta get it hooked up to the exhaust though, to my actual exhaust. But yeah, we can do that though. Let me flip this around a little bit. It's kind of a pain. I wish I had like a quick flip around thing for the microphone, but it doesn't, so it's not a big deal. So we're gonna get this hooked up on here and hook up this oil line onto here. I'll tighten down these turbine housing, or the housing, because it's still kind of loose. Well, you can't really see, I guess it's kind of dumb, whatever. So I gotta hook up this, or bolt up this housing, both these housings, make them tight. I gotta do the bolt on the other side of this still. But that's kind of a pain to get to. I'm still obviously gonna do it because I have to, but I'll get that done, and yeah, we'll get this done today in the next couple hours, hopefully. But I say that now, and we'll be here tomorrow morning. So I'm just kidding. So yeah, so let's get back to this, and yep, let's do it. Woo! Holy shnikes! Yes, Chris Farley reference. Anyways, so this has been a freaking pain, but it actually is not as bad. Once you get it on there, it sucks. Oh, in the beginning it sucks. You're like, I don't want to freaking do this crap anymore. But just like any project, you gotta finish, especially because that is gonna sound a lot better than me bitching about it. All right. So, all right. If you look right here, so I have 3 of the bolts in. I just gotta get the last one in. Not a big deal. It's right on the other side. Let me switch around this microphone again. My bad. So, that kind of weird sound. But anyways, okay. So, yeah. So I gotta get that pipe right there for the lower, for the main turbo up to the 475. I gotta get that together still. I gotta do the actual step down on that. I gotta tighten down this V-band clamp in the back. It's not gonna be that bad. It's not really that hard. I mean, I've never had any issues with those V-band clamps, luckily, because I've had some on my Power Stroke. Oops, sorry, the thing fell off. I've had some, like on my 6.0, I had a 6.0 Power Stroke a while ago when I was up in Alaska, and that thing was a freaking monster to work on. Like it was crap. I love that truck, okay, don't get me wrong, but working on it is something different. This thing's a little bit easier to work on. So it seems like it's a little bit tighter, even though it's, you know, it's not a V configuration diesel motor, it still feels like it's tighter. Like it's crazy. Well, in some senses, like for the maybe just like the body style, but for like the belt, the alternator wasn't too bad. It's right up here, right here. Oh shoot, yeah, right here. I'm touching it. So it's right there. But working on the freaking belt though, that is ridiculous. Like the engineers definitely did not care about screwing some people over. So, yeah, I mean, other than that though, it's not really that bad. I still got the other bolt on the underside of this. I'm not going to run it without that thing. It'd be kind of dangerous, as this is like 45 to 60 psi ish, maybe. Hopefully not too high. Obviously, I want higher. The more boost, the better. But I don't have studs on it yet. I'm working with a company to hopefully get some freaking ones, but I don't know if I'm gonna actually get those or not. So hopefully I do. It's like I was saying, I don't have headsets yet, but if Exotic Performance, if you guys are watching this, I need studs. If you guys can, I don't know, I'm trying to get at least one sponsor, because I would love to do a review on those. I'm sure you already told me you guys have a super high demand for them, but it's something different. I like them. Obviously they do the job, right? So I've seen a couple people run them on forums, a bunch of people run them on forums and whatnot. But I would love to do a install video on those next, since I don't want to take off my turbo. But I'd love to do an install video on those, and just kind of do like a 200-mile review or 500-mile review or something like that after I install them. And I'm gonna do one on this too. So pusher intakes, make sure you get onto this. All right, I'll message you guys on Instagram again, and we'll get to talking. But I didn't have, like, I wanted to do a second gen swap in the beginning. I know on one of my videos I said I want to go second gen swap. The only reason why I didn't is because I think eventually what I'm going to do, well, I know eventually what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep this compound setup. I may go with like an S480 or something like that eventually, after I do the cooling system and studs and injectors and whatnot. But for right now though, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try to do, or I really want to do a freaking either a Fleece Cheetah or a VD Screamer as my lower turbo. So instead of the stock turbo, it'll still be VGT, not a big deal. I don't really mind. I'll have my factory exhaust brake, I'll have all that stuff. So hopefully this will go good, and then I'm not gonna have a shop do it. So you guys will have another review video, or not a review, but a install video on that. But yeah, let's get this done though. All right, one more bolt on there, one more bolt on the bottom of the turbo to the mounting bracket. I gotta get the exhaust all put up there. This right here. So yeah, this goes to the back of the 475. So that's my new downpipe essentially, because the downpipe that was originally on there goes to my factory turbo from the 475. So I gotta tighten up the turbo though, because since I got the housing on there, it's just to leave it loose. So the reason why I was like, nah, I'm gonna try to tighten it up, but I didn't tighten it up. But the reason why you leave it loose, it says in directions, but for you guys who do not have it yet, you guys want to just know these things. I wanted to know them before I got it, because I was like, well, how the heck, what do I do? You know what I mean? So the reason why you leave it loose is so that way, whenever you go to put the pipes on, like I said in there, this is a key note in here to take away from this, is that if you leave them loose, everything will go smoothly. So besides the whole coolant hose crap and everything, that everything else will go smoothly, because nothing will be super tight unless you don't have to like try to bend it over, which is not going to happen. That's a pretty heavy duty turbo, so you're not going to be able to do that on there. So just leave it loose, get it all lined up. You have to loosen up the inlet, the inducer and exuser side of the turbo, both of them. One of them's the compressor housing is actually, or the turbine housing is actually loose, but the compressor housing is not loose. So you have to just, well, at least on mine was not loose. So I had to loosen it, and then I finally could get it to where the oil drain was on the bottom, and the turbine and the forward part as well are both pointing downwards. So you want them both pointing downwards, not pointing upwards. So also another question for you guys. So I was thinking about doing a hood stack. I love hood stacks. I think they're freaking cool. I don't know how drivable they are, like the drivability on the road, but they may be pretty good. I've seen some people say they drive them all day. You know what I mean? But this is also kind of a family-ish truck. I mean, we drive my wife's car most of the time whenever we go anywhere because the seats are in there, and I'm usually always gone. She doesn't really like driving my truck, but you know, let me know in the comments though if you guys have ran hood stacks, or if you guys, I don't really like bed stacks, so I'm not really into that game. But right now it's kind of like an axle dump on there, kind of an axle dump kind of straight out. Which I was gonna change it, but I can't find the freaking mounting bracket, so I'm just gonna kind of send it without that. So if I can find it though, I'll probably actually end up doing a freaking axle dump on it. But for now, we're not gonna do that. Let's quit the talking. Let's get back to this freaking install, so that way you guys can have a video up, and yeah, it'll be up today. This will be done today, and then I'll start on the air dog, and that'll be another video because this is already probably gonna be like 45 minutes long. So all right, so yeah, let's get back into it. If you guys have any questions also at this time, if you guys like this video, I know it's kind of long, kind of played out, whatever, but if you guys like this video, go ahead and push the like button and subscribe. And you know, if you guys are in the market for a compound turbo kit, kind of an added turbo kit, because this is kind of, it's a pusher intakes, you know, the compound high mount compound turbo kit. It is a great kit. It comes with everything. I almost misplaced a clamp yesterday, and I was like, I messaged them on Instagram, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm missing 3-inch clamp that's supposed to go to the, you know, the forward side of the lower turbo. But I found it. I was out of it. I was up since freaking like 5:30 yesterday, so 6:30 or something like that yesterday. So I've been kind of out of it because I just got back in town, and I just freaking started this install pretty much the day after I got back. So hopefully this will be done today, or it will be done today. I know I've been saying that a million times, but you know, you guys probably don't believe me by now. So whatever. Let's get it done. Let's get this back on the road. We'll start on the air dog and get you guys this video up. All right. All right, guys. So this is coming together so well. Look at that right there. All I gotta do is put that freaking down pipe on, or the pipe from this to this, and guess what? We are in business, boys and girls, obviously. Let's get it. All right, guys, so that'll do for the video tonight. I was gonna go on a test drive, but I ended up freaking cutting the hole in my fuel tank, so I'm gonna do that. I may not do the whole video on the air dog just because there's already a bunch of videos on it. I wanted to do the one on the pusher intakes, high mount compound turbo kit, because there's nothing out there like that. So yeah, so what I'll do is I will film the test drive tomorrow. I went on a test drive kind of a short little bit, but tomorrow I'm gonna go on the test drive after I do the fuel system thing. It'll run on, I mean, it still runs, the thing is crazy, but I will do that, and this will go up tonight because obviously I promised you guys that video, so you guys need this tonight. So if you guys like this video, hopefully it was in-depth enough for you guys, and yeah, tomorrow we'll get the other video out. And yeah, go ahead and drop a like if you like this video. Hopefully it helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions at all, literally at all, go ahead and drop that comment down there and read the description for some of the links to this stuff. I'll put the link to the compound turbo kit, even though it's kind of easy. It's on xtp.com. That's where I got all this, most of the stuff. Got a couple things on Amazon, the grid heater delete, which I have not done yet either. So I will do that as well once I do tomorrow morning. When I start this, I'm gonna start it up. I got about four or 5 gallon buckets of fuel. So I'll get this knocked out, and yeah, we'll get it started tomorrow. All right. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you guys for watching this. You guys are awesome. I know there's only 20 of y'all, but that's great. So hopefully there's more. Hopefully I'll get this more. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. All right. America.